Alright, fam, welcome back to my Vlogmas, and today's episode is actually pretty exciting and something I really wanted to do. I added this to my list of Vlogmas ideas, and I was hoping that it would be good, but now I'm actually pretty excited about it, and any excuse for me to talk about my favorite artist is always good with me. So today's video will mainly consist of me going through the video that Spotify sends out for you at the end of the year to basically recap your artists that you listen to the most, the type of music you listen to the most, the songs that you listen to the most, and they basically recap that for you. I did watch it once. I don't really remember too much of it, and we can just go through it together, and I'm just gonna show you my phone right here. But this is really exciting because I'll tell y'all why these artists might be my favorite and why they're placed in those places and why this song resonated with me and everything like that. Let's start with the video. This is my 2021 wrap, that's what they call it, the Spotify wrap, and it just goes through everything. So let's start. This year was anything but normal. I cannot read backwards. Ready to get into the thick of it? Into the thick of it, your wrapped is here. And action. If 2021 was a movie, you were the main character. Did they word that right? And what's a movie without a soundtrack? So let's see, what's the soundtrack of my movie? The opening credits theme, 3435 remix with Ariana, Doja, and Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, so this one I honestly did find weird. I'm excited that it's on here. I remember when it first came out, I listened to it like on repeat. So when you go on Spotify and you listen to a song, that is, I guess, what counts towards the songs that play for you the most. I wouldn't say this is the theme of my year. This song isn't the theme of my year. I definitely have other songs that I think fit this, but I would say this was a song that I played so much at the beginning of the year. Then the song playing as you score the game-winning point at the buzzer would be Successful by Ariana. I don't know how these were picked. I don't play this song too much, but yeah, we do love Successful. And then it says, the song playing as a single tear drops in your reflection in the pond. Everybody Dies. This song, I can go on about this Billie album forever, but Everybody Dies, that song hits hard. It's beautiful. Every time that song, that first note happens and it gets right into the lyrics, I'm just obsessed with this song. I'm obsessed with the album as a whole, but I will get into that into a bit because I think there's more Billie in here somewhere. So yes, I would agree with this one. Then it says, in 2021, you did what you had to do. Playing box fan sounds every single night, completely normal. So it shows me some of my music. 29,564 minutes listening. That's more than 82% of the other listeners in the United States. I wonder how accurate these numbers are. But you could see some of my albums. Obviously, Troye Sivan, Icon, Olivia Rodrigo, Ariana, Billie, and you got Chloe and Halle, the remix of Do It, one of my favorite songs ever. Honestly, I think that would be my soundtrack of the year. I played that one so much. Then here we have, while everyone was trying to figure out what NFTs were, you had one song on repeat, 3435. Okay, it says, I played it a very reasonable 34 times, as in you're right. Okay, so let me explain how I listen to music when I listen to music. When I listen to music, I don't go for an album. I don't go for songs individually. I go by artists. So I spend like a whole day with an artist, a week, and I go through their whole discography. And until I'm done listening with their whole discography, I move on to the next artist the next day or the next week, because some artists have very long discographies. Taylor Swift is one of them. That is how I listen to artists. So I don't know how this is taking it as this is the song I've listened to the most, because I know Ari's playlist I do play a lot, but I only play them once, so I don't know how it calculates 34 times. Some of the top ones that I did play the whole year were Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. I also did play Deja Vu by Olivia Rodrigo. And I also played Good For You a lot. I think I played Deja Vu more. Those were some of the ones that stick out in my head that I did play a lot. And definitely towards the end of the year, just like the last month that I think this counted, I did play a lot of Taylor Swift Red, which I'm sad I don't think the numbers really count in here. Maybe next year is when they'll count and you're gonna see a lot of Taylor on there. Next up we have this one, and it says, but that wasn't the only song in your rotation. My top songs are, let's break this down. So basically it's like all of Ariana Grande's positions and one Billie Eilish song. Okay, So this is kind of like taking songs from the beginning of the year. I don't really remember me listening to these so heavily towards the second half of the year. Let's start with number 5. Number 5 is Positions by Ariana Grande. Really good song. Number 4 is My Future by Billie Eilish. Honestly, I would change that for Happier Than Ever because I think I played that song more. I do love My Future, and that is one of my favorite Billie Eilish songs ever because I feel like it really resonates with me. And I don't really resonate with songs because I've never been in a relationship. But this song, I really click with because it's not really about a relationship. It's about like finding yourself before you put yourself out there, and I love that. Then we have number 3, 3435, the original. Number 2 is Motive with Doja Cat. I do love that one, and I think I did play that one a lot. And then we have 3435, the remix. So a lot of Ariana on here. I'm not complaining that there's a lot of Ariana. I just wish it was a mixture. Okay, let's see what the next category is. In a year like 2021, even your music gets a vibe check. It's time to unveil your audio aura. Let's see my aura, y'all. This is my musical aura. Your top music moods are energy and bold. I would not say this is my aura at all. Maybe. I wish it was a rainbow because I do listen to a lot of stuff like that. Alright, let's see what the next one is. You always understood the assignment. You listened to 52 different genres this year, but we would have been proud even if you exclusively listened to well sounds. My top genres are dance pop, Latin pop, reggaeton, electropop, and art pop. So I think I can explain the Latin ones. So I don't really listen to Latin music too much, but there was a period when I was at my old job where I did listen to a lot of Latin music because I wanted to see what the big hype was about, and I did like them, but I have not gone back to listening to those. But that was just a period of time. So this is why I think this is only like the beginning of the year, because then the second half of the year was very pop related. And how well do you know you? We're talking the 3 a.m. playing music with no lights on you. Oh boy. Let's play 2 truths and a lie. Tap the false statement. The artist you binge listened to the most was Lil Mix. Your number 1 Spotify playlist of the year was Daily Mix 5. And the song you binge listened to the most was Damelo To featuring Mike Towers. So y'all, in the comments right down below, which one you think is a false statement? Think about it. Think about it. I'm gonna pick the middle one because I don't think I've ever played Daily Mix 5 in my life. But I guess the one I did listen to most was Lil Mix. I love Lil Mix, y'all. Like, I'm obsessed with them. I love them so much. And then the Selena Gomez song, did not listen to that one the most, honestly. So honestly, that might be the false statement. So let's try clicking the Selena Gomez one. That one is the lie. I knew it because I did not play that song that much. There are other songs on that album that I do like more, but I never played Daily Mix 5, so I don't know what this is talking about. You listened to 614 different artists, but things got pretty serious with one. Who will it be? Who will it be? Oh my gosh, did y'all know? Did y'all know? Of course, my top artist is obviously Ariana Grande. I think this is like the 3rd year that it's been Ariana Grande. I thought she was gonna get dethroned this year because I've been listening a lot to Taylor Swift, but Ariana still remains on top, obviously. And here it says, in fact, you found a lot of love this year. And it says my top artists, and these are my top artists. So let's break this down because this is something we need to break down. So number 5 is Billie Eilish. I would agree. So here's how I'm gonna break down Billie Eilish. So this year, I've mainly only listened to Billie's new album, Happier Than Ever. When I listen to Billie, it's just that album. I don't really want to listen to her other stuff anymore because I like it, but I don't like it as much as Happier Than Ever. Honestly, that's one of my favorite albums I've ever listened to in my whole life. Then at number 4, we have Little Mix. I would say that one can be replaced maybe with Troye Sivan because Troye Sivan, I think, definitely deserved a spot here. He's my favorite male artist, and there's no male artist that I connect to, and his lyrics and everything resonates so much with me because obviously he sings about other guys, and I love that so much. And that's why I do love female artists, because they sing about guys, and obviously I like guys, so that's why I resonate with their music, and that's why I resonate with Troye Sivan so much, and I kind of wish he was on here. But I guess the reason why Lil Mix is on here is because they have so much music, and when I do listen to them, I try to go through everything, and they really honestly have a lot of music. Then number 3 is Doja Cat. This is another one I kind of wish wasn't on the list and Troye Sivan was in there in its place. Either Doja or Little Mix can, swap, but I wanted Troye Sivan so bad on this list. I would agree with Doja. There was a period in the summer where I was just listening to her so much. I think I kind of overdid it. Right now I'm not fully listening to Doja, but I think I'm probably gonna go back into the Doja phase because she's an icon, and I really did like her new album a lot. Planet Her was iconic, and I go through phases with Doja. Number 2 and number 1, I'm gonna talk about the fact that these two will probably be my number 2 for a very, 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 very long time. These two artists are my absolute favorite. Let's talk about Taylor Swift first, because I've got a lot to say. For me, in my own personal ranking, there has been a lot of times where Taylor Swift has almost even met Ariana Grande in terms of music and how I resonate to them. Taylor is just honestly one of the best songwriters I have ever listened to ever. Like, her art is amazing. The way she writes songs and tells you a story from beginning to end, and the way that she makes you feel emotions and feel how she felt during these periods of time of her life is amazing. I absolutely adore Taylor Swift and everything that she does for, the music industry. She's like a big inspiration for a lot of people, and she should be, because she is an icon. So I'm so glad that Taylor is coming back and re-releasing her music again, so we can have that chance to listen to them and her true complete versions of them. I'm blown away with Taylor's version of Red. I think my favorite song on the album, I have 2. My first one is All Too Well, the 10-minute version. Beautiful. That song does not feel like 10 minutes. When you listen to it, it really honestly does not feel like 10 minutes. And the story of that breakup that happened in that relationship that she was in from beginning to end is so amazing, and the song has twists and turns, and then when you watch the video, you can see the music video, you can see the visuals for it, which is so cool, and I honestly love that song so much. Then another one of my favorite songs off of Red is Starlight. So there was these lyrics in the song that resonated with me a lot, because it's something that I honestly want for my future, and it really hit me when I heard it, and I actually started crying. And I don't cry to music. Like, when I listen to music, I don't know, I'm always pretty static with it and I never cry, but these lyrics got me, and they got a tear for me, y'all, which I was like, oh my gosh, this never happens with any song I've ever listened to ever. The lyric goes, "Ooh, dancing with me, ooh, we can get married, have 10 kids and teach them how to dream." That is literally, that hit me hard. Not because it's like a sad lyric or anything like that, but because that's honestly what I want for my future. Like, I want to get married, and I honestly do want 10 kids. Like, that's my dream. My dream is literally to be a dad and to just have like a family full of children. That's literally my dream. And then, of course, at number 1, we have Miss Ariana Grande here. Ariana Grande is at number 1 because her music never gets old, honestly. And I just love her discography. It's so different. Obviously number 1 for many reasons. And she's the only artist I stan. Let's see. And now, thanks for making us a regular part of your totally irregular year. Now go forth and proudly share your top tier to the world. And basically this just gives you the rundown of everything. Let's pick a cute background. And it just has your top artists here, top songs, top genre, and the minutes listened. Wow, y'all, this year in music was incredible. I could literally even do another Vlogmas video just talking about the albums that came out this year, because they were incredible. Like, just to name a few: Planet Her, amazing. Happier Than Ever, duh. Red, Taylor's version, my favorite album of the year, 100%, won everything for me. Demi Lovato's Dancing with the Devil, another album that I think is very underrated, so good. Olivia Rodrigo's Sour, her debut album, was amazing. I actually loved it. When I listened to it at first, I only liked the singles, but the more I've listened to them, I've grown to love all the songs on that album. This year has just been an incredible year for music, and those are just a couple of the albums that I've listened to. I can go through the whole list, but there's just so much. And that's pretty much it for this video, y'all. Let me know in the comments down below, what kind of music do y'all listen to? Who are your favorite artists? If you have the Spotify, share where your artists are ranked, where the albums are ranked, who your top artist is, top song. Let me know all about that in the comments down below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you're notified of my next video, and I will see y'all in the next Vlogmas. I'll see y'all later. Bye!